Hi everybody, my name is Gemma. I'm here from Broomfield Hall campus at Derby College, and I'm here today to introduce to you some of the degree programs that we offer here at the college, because quite a few of you may not be aware of them, and it's worth you knowing that we offer them here. So we offer various different degrees. I'm going to introduce primarily the animal management and zoo and wildlife management today, but I will tell you what we have here in general. And this is my email address. My name is Gemma, and your tutors can pass that to you if you want. So I will talk through higher education in general, what the point is, why we do it, and I will talk you through some of the courses. So I'll talk you through animal management and zoo and wildlife management mainly. I may touch on equine science and what they do here. And yeah, I am a staff member, so I give you a chance to hear from me and understand what we're like here. So without further ado, I'll introduce the courses. So here we offer a series of courses called foundation degrees. Now, don't be confused, it's not less than a degree and it's not like a foundation year. A foundation degree is the equivalent of 2 years of university. So it's if you did the first and second year, that's what you'll get. And then we also offer a series of what are called bachelor's top-up degrees. And that is a sort of third year you can do, and that turns your foundation degree into a full degree. So we do offer basically a full degree program by the time you've finished all 3 years, if that's something you want, but they're two separate courses. So you do a foundation degree first, you commit to 2 years, and then if you want to, you can come and do the third year and stay on for an extra year. We offer them in a variety of subjects. We offer animal management, we offer zoo and wildlife management, we offer equine science, and I know they have 2 pathways. They have a pathway for riding students and a pathway for non-riding students. And the non-riding, they work more on sort of horse therapy and that kind of thing. And the riding is more about sort of riding horses and getting the most out of them. And then we work with these guys, so don't think we don't know them, but I don't know so much about their programs. We have foundation degree in sort of criminology and foundation degree I know in sort of sports coaching, sports science, and Chrissy and Kevin are the main staff members to speak to for them. I'm just introducing animal today. I don't want to get their courses wrong. Why study higher education and why do it at Derby College? So there are 2 big differences between studying at university and studying at college. The main 2 are, firstly, our degrees are more specialised. No matter what subject you choose, our degrees are more what we call vocational, meaning that they're aiming you in the direction of the workplaces. So our degrees are very specialised, and we aim to give you practical skills alongside your education and integrated within it so that you can hit the ground running when you go. I'll talk to you about the resources we have available to do that for you in a moment. But the main thing is our degrees are more specialised, not quite as broad, but more specialised. And then the other big difference is that we have smaller class sizes. So we don't lecture here. You don't have big lecture theatres. We have small class sizes. And my largest class right now is 23 students. My smallest is 6, I think, in one particular class. And so we really can teach you. We don't lecture you. We get to know you. We want to know your interests. We can tailor the degree and tailor the things we teach according to your interest. And we give you a chance to do that because we know you. And each cohort, each year group has their own personal tutor, someone to refer back to. So it's a bit more personable than a big university sort of setting. You also can have the chance to live at home because we're in Derby, and you have sort of our industry expertise and knowledge. Okay, so let's talk about Broomfield Hall. If any of you have never been here before, Broomfield Hall is reachable. We have college buses that go here, and the H1 comes straight here from the city centre. So it's not difficult to get to, don't worry about that. What it is a big sort of, it's called land-based, meaning that we do all kinds of vocational type courses. And we have here a whole bunch of different facilities. So we have an animal unit here. It's houses lots of different animals, as you can probably guess, but we have everything. We have not everything, but we have a whole bunch of things. We have porcupines, meerkats, wallabies. We have farm animals, goats, chickens, pigs. We have alpacas. We have donkeys. We have rabbits. We have guinea pigs. We're getting rats soon. We have an exotics room which has tortoises, snakes, tarantulas, various different insects and skinks, and with a gecko too. And then we have sort of a fur and feather room. There's ferrets in there. We have lovebirds, and we're getting some other birds soon. And we have a pet shop room which has hamsters, mice, chinchillas, fish, various different types of fish, and gerbils, that kind of thing. So we have quite a big set of facilities to give you those practical skills. We also have here on campus a working farm, so they actually work as a meat sort of farm, and they're up sort of a slightly different area of the campus, but we go up there sometimes and can work with them. You can be part of turkey plucking if you really want to, or you can go up there to do lambing, that sort of thing. And there's an equine centre here too, so there's a big riding arena. There's horses here. There's a working sort of yard, and they hold events up there and things for equine, as well as offering their degree programs. And then, of course, we have things that you would expect to see. We have laboratories, we have classrooms, and we have a higher education area. So if you're a university student here, we don't expect you to be completely in with the level 3 students. We have our own area. So we have our own classrooms. We have university classrooms, which we share amongst all the courses. And we also have a study area that's just for university level students. And we have a sort of chill out area, is what I'll call it, with just for our students, and you have your own kitchen and that kind of thing here too. And then here at Brimfield, we also have a gym on site. We have a Starbucks and another cafe, and we have library and student union and that kind of thing. Now, if you do a degree with us, all of our degrees are accredited. Degrees have to be accredited by a university. Now, Animal, Zoo and Equine are all accredited by Derby University. I believe criminology as well, but do check on that one. So what that means is your degree at the end says Derby, University of Derby. It does not say Derby College. You are considered a student of University of Derby. All of our marking is moderated by them. They help us design our courses, and you have access to their facilities. We go there twice a year, but you also can go there anytime. You have access to their library, to their student union, to their sports facilities, all of their online books and journals, which, believe me, when you're here, you'll understand why you need. And so you are a University of Derby student as well. And when you graduate from University of Derby. So you have kind of the best of both worlds, in that you're taught here at Broomfield Hall in the classrooms, but you graduate from the University of Derby. So I'm just going to introduce the team now. I will start with the team manager. This is Stacey. Stacey really loves South Africa. That's what she loves more than anything. She's doing a PhD in anthrozoology, which is a link between people and zoology. And she really is into her conservation, her zoo management, all that sort of thing. She arranges trips to South Africa each year and takes students on that. And yes, so she really will push that conservation point of view. So that's Stacey. Now, this is me. I'm Gemma. This is Snoopy. He's the best dog in the whole world. There's no words against that. He's the best dog ever. I have a bit of a weirder background. I lived in the Netherlands for 4 years. My bachelor's is in zoology and my master's is in environmental biology. And I love pest species. So I wrote a big article about the history of rats and where they came from, because they're actually sort of a good 10,000 years old. In Europe, I love pest species, so hit me with a pigeon fact or two. And I'm a trustee for a sustainable transport charity. So I really love all things pest and all things environment in the sort of natural environment realm. Now, the next up member is Molly. She's a vet nurse. She comes from Nottingham Trent University. She did vet nursing there, and she's still qualified. She grew up on a beef farm, so she's really a sort of a farm girl, but she can't drive a tractor. And she says she used to be part of a netball team, but she doesn't do any exercise anymore, were her words. And her partner are doing up their house at the moment, which is where she spends most of her free time. And she's forever telling me about things she was able to destroy that weekend. And now lastly, is Emma. She's the newest member of our team. She has a whole range of experience. She worked at Dudley Zoo and she was sort of managing a collection there. She's also been a teacher for a whole bunch of years. She's worked in colleges before, and her master's degree is in wildlife conservation and her bachelor's degree is in sort of welfare science. She really loves invertebrates and her whole bachelor's project is about millipedes. So between the four of us, we have a whole host of experience with which to teach you. And now I'll just give you some examples of what the degree will look like. So this is the module outline for the animal management degree. I'll sort of explain the zoo as we go along. And this is the structure of it, and then I'll talk about the practicalities of it. So what we do is in the first year, we teach a mixture of types of modules. So these are your science modules. We have animal biology and anatomy and physiology. These modules are sort of science-based, but we give you sort of an animal sort of understanding of them. So we want you to understand how animals move, how animals work, what's going on, cell biology. We give you all those weird examples, that kind of thing. And then we do alongside of that your practical modules. So animal has animal husbandry, which is a module where we go on the unit with the animals every week and you evidence that you have the skills and knowledge to work with animals of different sort of categories and taxa. And then in the second semester, you will do animal health and welfare, where I'll talk to you about the assignments for that in a second, but that's also on the unit. And then these are semesterized. So this one's September to January. This is January to the spring. And then these modules run all the way through the year. So we give you your study skills so that you can learn your academic things. And then we also ask you to do work experience and you have hand in and work alongside that. The goal is to give you practical experience alongside theoretical understanding. Now, in the second year, what you'll do is you'll go on and you'll study nutrition. That's for everybody, both zoo and wildlife. And you'll also do sort of some unique modules. Animal and zoo become more specialized. So animal does animal breeding programs where you will design your own breeding program and figure out what you think. And then you'll learn about reproductive technologies and that sort of thing. And zoo will do this, but with a similar module, but with a zoo stint about it, because there's two different specialisms. And you'll do natural history, you'll learn about the evolution of animals and where they've come from. And we do ethology. Zoo will do sort of a zoo version of ethology. And for that, you'll learn sort of animal behavior, what models do we use for it. You'll learn how to study it. You'll design your own experiments to do with it, that kind of thing. And then you also have a research project in the second year. You design your own research project on anything you so choose. We teach you how to sort of design it from scratch, figure out what to collect and analyze data. And we ask you to continue doing work experience. If you're on the zoo pathway, you actually do your husbandry module in the second year, and we take you to a zoo one day a week and you work with different categories of animals and learn how to handle and manage, not always handle, but you learn how to manage and work with them. Okay. Here is some practical information. So we don't do exams at higher education, we do coursework only, and you'll be assessed using a whole bunch of different assessment methods. We do portfolios, presentations, posters, reports, you do vlogs, you make videos, we do debates, we do group work, we do everything but exams. And you'll have sort of 1 or 2 assessments per unit, usually 2. And the way we structure our timetables is that we have you in 2 days a week for the first year. That's usually Monday, Tuesday. And then we sort of ask you to structure your time as chosen, but it's up to you. So we have 2 days of taught content, and then we say, please use 2 days a week to do independent study and get your assignments underway. And then we give you 1 day a week aside to sort of arrange a work placement and do that in that time. And so that's the timetable. And then here's the assessments. So you can do, you'll have 2 assignments per piece of work. For health and welfare, the first assignment is to do a presentation about the welfare guidelines of a chosen species with the point of view that they have a disease, a given disease. So we talk about how you manage that, what's going on in the animal, how the animal is coping with that, and then how to treat it, how to manage it, how to contain it, because that's also very important. And the second assignment is to design and conduct your own welfare assessment. So we'll teach you about them, and then you'll design your own. You'll say, how do I want to do it? How does it work? And you'll justify your methods. You'll make a and welfare assessment, and then you will give me some results. So it's all about you being independent and thinking for yourself. Now, after all of that, you get to graduate. So you graduate at the University of Derby. You can graduate with your foundation degree, and then if you stay for the third year, you graduate with your top-up degree, and then you are a bachelor's student. It's really fun to see everybody graduate. We love it. It's great. Okay, here's some important info for you. We ask you to get 64 UCAS points. Now on our level 3 program, that's pass merit. But I think at A levels, you can ask your tutors what you need per A level to get 64 UCAS points. And we ask that you have your grade 4 or above in maths and English. If you don't have this, still come to talk to us anyway, and we'll see what we can do. There's sometimes alternative pathways to get to us. We ask you to please attend and show willing and be on time and turn up. We want responsible students here. And then we ask that you submit an application. You can submit an application through UCAS, but you can also do it through, it's called the In Touch system at Derby College. You can submit internally if you'd like to. We want a personal statement, so about 500 words about you, which you'll have to do for UCAS anyway. And we ask for 2 references, and then you'll do a short interview with one of the team. It's 15 minutes interview. It's nothing intense. We're not here to grill you. We just want to make sure you're making the right choice. Now, as far as student costs go, our tuition fees are $6,500 a year, which is less than a regular university would charge, and you can use student finance to fund it. We do also have a few sort of HE bursaries and things, but those are more for like top up money and that kind of thing. So yeah, do let it be known if you're having any financial trouble. And then we do have some sort of field trips as we go. We organise a couple of different field trips every year, and so usually that comes to about £40 for both trips. And then Stacey organises trips to South Africa each year, so you can arrange to go on that, and that will cost, of course. And then we do a joint trip with criminology to London each year, where we go and all do different things and then get back together. So there's a few different trips that are optional to join that will cost a bit extra, but the tuition fees and actually enrolling, all you actually need to pay is the $6,500 a year tuition. Here are some pictures of students, just so you can see. These are the last few years of students and various different trips and places we've taken them. And here's the Equine Centre. This, you can see, this is the indoor riding stadium in the background, and then this is their outdoor riding centre. And you can vaguely see the farm over here in the background. And we do offer an alternative access to HE pathway should you have trouble with your A levels or anything like that. So do let us know, but I think you should be fine if you've come through the A level route. Now, last but not least, thank you very much for bearing with me today and taking the time to listen. We really want our graduates to be able to sort of manage their time. That's why you have assignments. We want you to be reflective. We want you to communicate effectively. And most of all, we want you to be critical, to produce high standard of work, and to be ultimately employable. We want to give you practical skills alongside of academic university skills. And just know that we exist, and you are welcome to come and talk to us about our courses. And thank you very much for listening. Really appreciate it. This is my email. I'm Gemma, so it's gemma.tuckwood@Derby College. So yeah, please get in contact if you want any further information. And thank you very much for bearing with. I'm going to end the recording now.